Hey everyone, it's Susie. Welcome back. If you're new here, welcome to Dragonfly Beez Resale. If you've been following me, you know that I love to talk about jewelry brands, especially from New York, that started in New York. I am a native New Yorker, born and raised, and I do have a few videos in the past whereby I talked about jewelry brands that began here in New York City. I also post some Big Apple sites videos whenever I do get out and about if I can. In addition to jewelry sales videos along with other items, maybe handbags or shoes. So I wanted to talk about 4 brands that started in New York. And I have some examples of each brand. And I will post some screenshots of jewelry that I had found online from these brands. So I just wanted to show you quickly what the brands will be that I will be talking about. And the first one is Vogue. Here is a sample. The second one, this really excited me when I saw a reseller have this available. These are beautiful earrings by Laurel, which also began here. And the special thing about these particular earrings is that they're uranium glass. The third jewelry brand I wanted to talk about is Jomaz. And this here is a beautiful rhinestone circular brooch. The last jewelry brand is this. Let's see, this is a sample of that brand that I wanted to talk about, and it is Celebrity New York. So here are the samples, and without hesitation, let's jump right in and learn. The first brand I want to talk about is called Vogue. Vogue Jewelry was founded in 1936. It's not affiliated with that famous magazine that you know of. And in 1936, 3 individuals, George Grant, Jack Gilbert, and Harold Shapiro, launched Vogue Jewelry Manufacturing in New York City. It was Park Importing Company, which produced costume jewelry under the Vogue label, basically. Bernard Shapiro helped Leigh Bernard in the early 60s, was also the son of Harold Shapiro. So this costume jewelry business was in the family. They made jewelry with faux pearls and beads. That was their specialty. Their signature piece was this high-quality crystal bead rope necklace that began production in the 1950s. And then the other sought-after pieces were their patriotic flag, their figural pins that were produced in the 40s. They made pins with dangling fishes, lion kings, twin mermaids, zodiac pins, and Vogue jewelry is very rare and extremely special because they brought beaded rope jewelry and what they called tin cut crystals, which were Austrian crystals, to the American market. So Vogue jewelry boomed. When I saw this that a reseller had, I got very excited. So back to the gentleman who started the company. In 1961, Shapiro left the business, and his son Bernard, who I just mentioned before, established Leigh Bernard Inc. the following year. So in early 1975, that business shut down. But the Shapiro's left. But the creation of Vogue jewelry pieces took place, continued to take place until the early 70s. So many of their multi-strand beaded necklaces were produced in the 50s and 60s, and a lot of them had matching earrings as well. The company unfortunately closed in 1973. So they also made sterling pieces in the 40s and rhinestone enamel pieces like big bird patterns, and even blackamoor. If you heard of blackamoor, that's blackface figures, brooches in that design. So this here is a beautiful crystal bead necklace. I love this purple color. It has a spring ring clasp, and let me show you their maker's mark or their stamp. Let me bring the magnifier. There you can see Vogue, uppercase, and they had a few other markings though. It included this, of course, and Vogue space JLRY, which was also uppercase, and those were the earlier pieces, Vogue and Vogue JLRY, which is pretty scarce in the market. Their sterling pieces would be stamped Vogue space sterling spelled out. This here is in beautiful condition. It is very small though. Has a 7-inch drop with a 14, okay, that would be 14 inches, but the way it's constructed, you can easily add an extender to the closure. So I have this. Everything I believe has been listed on my Etsy shop, but it will be offered here to subscribers for less. So this is by Vogue. I hope you learned something new, and we'll move on to Laurel. Laurel Jewelry Company was founded in New York City in 1953. Their designers really focused on producing simple but really high quality products. They used rock crystal, which didn't lose its luster and never faded over time. And their brand was basically known for its what they called Rhinestone Magic series, which was first introduced in June of 1955. Today, their products are really fairly rare. Their labels are either Laurel, which is, let's show you it on this clip earring. You see that? Laurel. Oh, that's beautifully written in script, or what we call cursive in a way. Or it would say Laurel Originals. And at that time, it catered to what they considered the younger market because it was simple, it was tasteful, it was well made, and they had hang tags which bragged about their jewelry being they don't tarnish. So they were not, is this a word? Non-tarnishable? So if you ever find Laurel, they're bolos. And this pair is beautiful. I mean, it is in pristine condition. Gold tone clip earrings. The clips are nice and tight. And the best part, the surprising part, was their uranium glass. So that's a little bit about L'Oreal. If you have never heard of it, another New York City brand. Okay, next up is the jewelry brand Jomaz. I'm pretty sure I spoke about this already in a previous video. I'm going to have to revisit that, and if so, you know what? I'm going to include the links to those videos, if not in the description box below. I'm not really sure how to put them on the screen, but I'll try. Jomaz was a costume jewelry that goes back to 1927. Joseph and Louis Mazer founded the Mazer brothers in New York City. And that was the year the New York Yankees swept the Pittsburgh Pirates in the World Series. That was the year Charles Lindbergh flew solo from New York City to Paris. And that was the year the first talking motion picture, The Jazz Singer, premiered on the silver screen. All while the U.S. Stock market was climbing, endless prosperity in the nation. That was the time of Jay Gatsby and Daisy Buchanan's. And that's when the Mazer brothers saw an opportunity to create fashion or costume jewelry that resembled the look of real gold and platinum, sparkling diamonds and rubies. So their rhinestones and pot metal bling was a hit. They continued to be pretty strong even during the 30s, when they hired a designer who worked for Cartier, Marcel Boucher, who designed costume jewelry for them. And he designed for Mazer even prior to 1937, unknown, I don't know how long, but it wasn't available to me to look up online. After World War II, in 1946, Joseph Mazer launched Jomaz. So that's when Jomaz came into play. Despite the name change, Jomaz continued in the same manner as the Mazer brothers, meaning style, setting rhinestones, faux pearls, faux turquoise into gold tone, and silver tone settings. They even had brooches with animal and figural shapes, which was their specialty. They produced bracelets and necklaces, earrings, cocktail rings. Today, collectors really seek their vintage rhinestone floral brooches, maybe their snake bangles, pieces that have enamel. Jomaz has a few stamps. Let's look at what this one has. Okay, if you can see that, it says Jomaz in uppercase with a C copyright. That means that's from 1955 to 1980, because Jomaz without the copyright would be dated 1949 to 1955. So that I know. Silver tone, beautiful rhinestone circular brooch. Very simple. Oops. Rolled off the screen. So this is the sample that I have. An example by Jomaz. Now, I guess going back, they also had earlier stamps, I believe. Let me think. No, that would be Mazer Brothers. Yeah. The Mazer Brothers closed in the 50s. And like I said, Joseph Mazer started Jomaz later on. Anything else? Well, their family included 7 children. They immigrated from Russia in 1917. Mazer Brothers was founded in 1923. Oh, the company originally made shoe buckles, but then evolved into jewelry in 1927. Isn't this amazing? This story is like, it's like the American dream, you know what I mean? So, okay, I have this beautiful Jomaz brooch. Well, because with the copyright, I really don't know what date this is, because it could be anywhere from 1955 to 1980. So that's a little bit about Jomaz. Moving on to the last jewelry brand I want to talk about is Celebrity New York. So the last jewelry brand I wanted to talk about is very special because it started in my hometown of Brooklyn, New York. It is the Celebrity Jewelry Company that started in Brooklyn, New York in 1950. Now, this American jewelry brand only existed for a really short time, from 1950 to 1971. Their designers created really bright jewelry. They chose rhinestones that imitated natural stones like amethyst and emerald and ruby. They used faux pearls, and like the owners of Sarah Coventry and Emmons, they didn't open a boutique. They distributed their jewelry only from fashion parties, and access wasn't just for anyone. The companies really caught people's interest when they advertised it as exclusive jewelry, but they kept their prices reasonable. You may come across Celebrity Bijou, and that is a offset of Celebrity. They began Celebrity Bijou in the early 70s. But due to the impending crisis, they began to place jewelry ads in fashion magazines. But unfortunately, it didn't bring any success to the company, or, the general interest of costume jewelry really declined in the 70s. And they ended up closing. So a bolo, which is be on the lookout for, would be a rare set that was only offered as a treat to the hostesses that would have these fashion parties. And I will show you a photo of that. It is actually designed and manufactured by Delisa and Elster, D&E as we know them, and it is a signed Celebrity New York set. It had a matching pink earrings, and it was actually featured on page 211 in the Art of Juliana Jewelry by Caterina Massetti. I think it's a Schiffer Books 2008, and it wasn't really unusual for Celebrity to purchase stock in-house designs from other manufacturers like D&E and have their logo attached to it. D&E also made the same design unsigned, and that would be found in another book, Juliana Jewelry Reference, Delisa and Elster Collector Books, and that was by Ann Pittman. 2010, I think it was published, which shows the unsigned set, also in pink, and that was on page 207 and 208. But back to Celebrity New York. This here, I believe I found a few years ago at the Salvation Army. Beautiful gold tone. I love this type of prong set. design, open work, beautiful back. There's the cartouche, oval cartouche, celebrity in uppercase, New York with the dots after the letters. This is in awesome condition. So yeah, I have this. And that basically concludes my quick little educational video regarding some of the New York City brands that I love to research and talk about. Until next time. Oh, if you enjoyed this video, please give me that thumbs up. Subscribe if you haven't already. Free to subscribe. Comment below. Do you have any of these brands in your collection? Are you looking for anything in particular by these brands? Let me know. And thank you for watching. Thanks for spending time with me. I'll see you real soon. Bye.